Tonight, somewhere around 2 in the morning, while you're dead asleep and dreaming about something you won't even remember, the busiest organ in your body is going to clock in for its night shift. Your heart will be coasting, your brain will be quietly filing away the day, but your liver is about to do something it physically cannot do while you're awake and eating. It's going to start tearing itself down and building itself back up cell by cell in the dark. Here's the strange part. Most people think of the liver as a filter, a passive sponge that soaks up the bad stuff and slowly gets dirty over the years. That's not how it works at all. Your liver is the only organ inside your body that can fully regrow itself. Surgeons can remove 2/3 of a healthy liver, and within a few weeks, it grows back to full size. The ancient Greeks somehow knew this. In their oldest myth, Prometheus has his liver eaten by an eagle every single day, and every single night it grows back, so the punishment can begin again at sunrise. They were describing liver regeneration thousands of years before anyone had ever seen a cell under a lens. But that regrowth runs on a schedule, and that schedule is the whole story tonight. Let me start with a discovery almost nobody talks about. Back in 1970, a researcher staring at thin slices of rat liver under a microscope noticed something odd. The tiny cleanup structures inside the cells, the ones that break down old, broken parts, weren't sitting at the same level all day long. They rose and fell depending on the time of day. The liver was cleaning house on a clock. That cleanup process now has a name: autophagy. It's Greek for self-eating, and in 2016, a Japanese scientist named Yoshinori Osumi won the Nobel Prize for working out exactly how it happens. Here's the simple version. Every cell collects garbage: damaged proteins, worn-out machinery, little globs of fat that don't belong there. Autophagy is the cell eating its own garbage, melting it down and reusing the parts to build something fresh. It isn't destruction, it's renovation. And your liver runs two completely opposite shifts. During the day, when you eat, your liver is in build mode. It's storing sugar, packaging up fat, manufacturing proteins. It's a factory running at full speed. But a factory can't scrub the floors while the machines are still pounding. So at night, when you stop eating and your blood sugar drifts down, a switch flips. The assembly line shuts off and the cleanup crew walks in. Autophagy ramps up. The fat that piled up during the day finally starts getting broken apart and burned for fuel. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this is the part that genuinely caught scientists off guard. In 2021, a team at Columbia University ran an experiment on fruit flies, which sounds useless until you learn that flies share roughly 70% of human disease genes and run on the same kind of day-night clock we do: awake in the light, asleep in the dark. The researchers put the flies on a fasting schedule and watched their lifespans stretch out. But then they spotted something very specific. The life-extending cleanup only kicked in when the fasting lined up with the night. Fast during the day and you got almost nothing. Fast at night and the autophagy fired, the cells renewed, and the flies lived measurably longer. The timing wasn't a small detail. The timing was the entire effect. Sit with what that means for your liver. The cleanup isn't only about whether you fast, it's about fasting in sync with the dark. So why does almost nobody's liver actually get its full night shift anymore? One big reason: we eat too late. Look at the average evening. Dinner at 8, a snack at 10, maybe something sweet while you're scrolling in bed at 11. Every time food hits your system, insulin rises, and insulin is the signal that tells your liver, stay in build mode, don't start cleaning yet. So the cleanup crew never gets the green light. Night after night, the fat that was supposed to be burned just sits there. It builds up inside the liver cells like grease in a pan nobody ever scrubs. Give it enough nights, and you get a condition that now affects roughly 1 in 4 adults on the planet. It's called fatty liver. And here's the quiet danger. Most people who have it have no idea, because the liver barely complains until the damage is already serious. Here's the hopeful part, and it's backed by real clinical trials. When researchers take people with fatty liver and simply move their eating into a shorter window, say all their food between noon and 8, with 16 hours of overnight fasting, the fat inside their livers measurably drops. One controlled trial saw liver fat fall by close to 7% in people who did exactly this. No strange supplements, no detox tea, just handing the liver back the night shift it had been missing. But there's one more piece, and this is the forgotten bedtime tonic I promised you. It comes down to a single molecule, melatonin. Most people assume melatonin is just the sleep hormone, the thing that makes your eyelids heavy, but melatonin does something inside the liver that has nothing to do with feeling sleepy. In animal studies, melatonin directly switches on liver autophagy, telling the cleanup crew to work harder through a longevity protein called SIRT1. Mice fed a junk diet alongside melatonin developed less liver fat and less inflammation than the mice that didn't get it. And in human trials, people with fatty liver who took melatonin before bed saw improvements in their liver enzymes and the grade of their fatty liver. I'll be straight with you, because hype helps nobody. The human evidence is still early, and one review found melatonin didn't move every single marker, but the direction is consistent and the mechanism underneath it is real. So where's the actual tonic? It turns out one of the only foods on Earth that carries a meaningful dose of melatonin is a small, sour cherry called the Montmorency tart cherry. For generations, people sipped tart cherry juice at night without ever knowing why it settled them. Now we do. In a controlled study, adults who drank tart cherry concentrate for a week showed significantly higher melatonin levels and slept better. In another, older adults with insomnia gained over an hour of extra sleep. A small glass of unsweetened tart cherry juice an hour before bed isn't a magic cure, but it nudges your melatonin up at the exact moment your liver is about to begin its cleanup. Just skip the sweetened versions. The added sugar undoes the whole point, because sugar is precisely what an overloaded liver turns into fat. Quick question before I keep going, and I actually want to know, what time do you eat your last bite of the day? Drop it in the comments and tell me where in the world you're watching from. I read these. Now let me put the whole night back together for you, because the pieces snap into something simple. Your liver is not a filter that wears out. It's a factory that renovates itself every single night, but only if you let the lights go down on the assembly line. The build crew works while you eat. The cleanup crew, Autophagy, works while you fast in the dark. Melatonin is part of the signal that tells that crew the night shift has officially started. And every late night snack, every glass of wine at midnight, every bright screen pushing your melatonin back is a manager storming onto the floor shouting, "Keep building, don't you dare start cleaning yet." Here's what I find almost beautiful about all of this. You don't rebuild your liver at the gym. You don't rebuild it with a $30 cleanse in a bottle. You rebuild it lying perfectly still, in the dark, doing absolutely nothing, as long as you stop feeding it a few hours before sleep, keep the room dark enough for your own melatonin to climb, and give it the long, quiet stretch of fasting it has expected from you for hundreds of thousands of years. Your ancestors never ate at midnight. They couldn't. When the food was gone and the fire burned low, the kitchen closed, and their livers spent the entire night doing the one thing livers were built to do. We're the first humans in history with a glowing fridge, a snack drawer, and a screen that whispers to our brain that it's still daytime at 11 p.m. So tonight, when you finish your dinner, try something. Close the kitchen early, dim the lights, and let the organ that's been quietly carrying you all these years do the one job it can only do in the dark. And if this was useful to you, do one small thing before you go. Just comment yes below. It takes a second, but that's the signal that tells us to keep making videos like this one. One honest note, this is general health information, not medical advice. If you have liver disease or take any medication, talk to your doctor before changing your eating schedule or trying melatonin, since it can interact with certain prescriptions.